Two dynamic talents meet tonight. Paul's fun to watch going after his multi-point goal. Markov's performance last game was sensational with that goal. It is an on-ice clash of the Titans next, right here on EA Sports. And we are about set to drop the puck tonight. The Bruins have won the draw, and we are now underway. Moves it quickly over to Bergeron. Right through center into the offensive zone. The Bruins play it on the boards. Paul's taking the puck for a skate, and the fans are letting him hear it.
They're letting him hear it because they remember the overtime heroics last game, James, and they feel like he can do it again, and they're letting him know.
Lots of time left in this period. Still looking for our first goal. O'Reilly's won the draw deep in the defensive zone. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. The Oilers gain possession along the wall. Edmonton's got it in their own zone. I don't think anybody was hanging on the puck after that hit. Puck picked up by Chara. The Bruins gain possession. They score! Riley just got it. Rebound is behind. And they make no mistake about taking that one home.
You gotta love those teammates that just continually perform in those big game shows.
Well, yeah, when the pressure is on, they deliver. I mean, just look at the stat sheet. He is a point-per-game player against this rival opponent, James. And you know that there's a level of urgency to his game. He brings everyone around him, and they rally towards the fight.
Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. The Bruins gain possession in their own end. Moves the puck inside the offensive zone. The Bruins looking against the half wall. Johnson's opted to hold on to the puck for a face-off. The Bruins have had multiple scoring opportunities here in this first and could easily have a much bigger lead. Bergeron's won the draw. Puck comes out of the offensive zone. They'll be forced to do it over from center. And not much on that one. Edmonton's got it in their own zone. Picked up along the boards by Villeneuve. That's intercepted. Avoids the hook check. Drives it to the crease. Schultz takes the puck. Up along the wall on the right side and into the attacking area. That's easily turned aside. Shuts him down.
He made some consecutive saves there. He's not running where his defense are. I mean, that was a little help.
Takes the shot. And a solid stop on the play there.
I'd say he has some fast fish muscle fiber in there because I'm telling you, he makes that save. I thought that was going in, but he just reacts and keeps it out of the net.
Oh, and some smooth skating to lose a defender there. Crowley with the stick. The Bruins take possession in the neutral zone. He drops the puck and loses control of the puck. Quick feed to Sanheim. Takes the feed. Edmonton's got it along the wall. Comes up with the block. The Oilers pick up the puck here in the neutral zone. He sidesteps the check there. Edmonton's looking to break out. Working the puck deep inside their own end. He's got it in the defensive end. Here's a short pass to Coyle. Oh, comes up with the puck with a quick steal. Quick to the stick. That's it for period number one. Second period action coming up in moments here on EA Sports. Second period set to get underway.
third of this one. What do you make of this one?
The Bruins are playing hard tonight, in particular in the offensive zone. They've got that shot mentality. They're driving and attacking the net.
Well, that ongoing drought in this head-to-head series finally comes to an end as he puts up a much-needed assist in that goal.
Well, the emotion is heightened in these rivalry games, right? And it's also full of pride. You need to keep your best performance out of it when you're not going to frustrate him. So getting on the score sheet, that's going to elevate his confidence and hopefully so much easier when you're running in the game and your opponent is chasing, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
The Bruins have generated a lot of pucks on net and have turned more than a few of those shots into goals. Strong defensive effort. Switched up along the wall by Wilson. Keeps across the line now around the attack of the offensive end. Big time stop there.
Paxton's been off his game tonight, really looking uncomfortable between the pipes, and he needs to settle in and find a way to create some momentum for his team. But on the other side of the puck, I mean, the forwards have to contribute offensively, and they can only do that if there's a sense of urgency to their game.
Quick pass put right. Tiptoes around the
racing is the car we're going to face up at the other end. We're still in the early stages of this period. The next goal will be a big one as we are tied. The Bruins will go to work here in the offensive zone.
The coach and team reminding each other that this is a critical face-off. Anytime you've got the manipulated the defender to open up some time and space and get that shot off. And he slides it quickly to Mellenby. Here they come on the attack. Edmonton's got a hold of the puck. The Oilers in transition at center. Grabbed in the open ice by Connor. Against the puck, maintains possession. Picked up along the boards by Severson. Goaltender covers up the board in the face-off. A ton of collective play on both sides at the puck right now, generating a ton of speed and offense. Both teams looking to score goals, high danger scoring chances. Coaches don't like this one because there's not a lot of defense.
come into this one having won the last one of this rivalry. Both teams are lined up and they are set to get things going. The Bulls take possession to put this one underway. Here's the neutral zone.
That's a dream start, James, and it's one that we're looking for. You want to come out, you want to get over, and you want to dictate pace.
The Avs win possession here in the Open Ice. Storms going against the Bulls. The Bulls have a hold on the offensive zone. Moves it down the stop. There's the whistle. We get an offside. Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. 1-0 to score. The Bruins win the faceoff. Here's a chance. Sets it in front. That's intercepted. Burks came the line and on the attack. Pass the puck in the defensive zone. Moves it quickly over to a Ginla. Denied that one. Sends it over to Socket. On the rush. He got it. What a save by Sweden.
As a goaltender, you want to make yourself as big as possible, and that's exactly what he does right there and just takes away the net.
A great save. Handles the pass from his goalie. Forsberg's moving the puck through his own zone. The Avs will take it behind the net. Quick feed to Gretzky. Grabs the puck. Handles that one. Aguilar's got the puck in his own zone. Right up the gun to the attacking zone. Gets the puck. Put it on. Along the halfway with the puck. Forces the turnover in the defensive zone. He's got a little jump. What a the Bulls gain possession along the way. Takes the feed. Fires the puck ahead to O'Reilly. Good use of the play on the play. The Bruins get a hold of the puck along the board. Loses his balance on the play. A little dipsy doodle and he loses possession of the puck.
And it's not such a slick set of hands. He's trying to manipulate his opponent one by one, but he tries one too many times, and he loses the puck.
Tries to get it out of the zone. And they get it done. Kulak's got it along the boards. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Right on the doorstep. Denied by the goaltender. Back-to-back saves there.
There's always certain players that know when something needs to happen in the game. Listen, you're trailing in this one, and you have to be aware of how you can ignite your team. Well, that is a huge hit, and you can see just in the response that it elicits from the bench.
The points of the finger. One-time stop.
Swayman's made himself look huge on that last save. I mean, anytime the puck is in the quality scoring area like the slot, you got to get scared of the shooter.
The Avalanche have taken possession along the wall. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Here's a shot. One last save. Play might come to an end for a few minutes at the end of this period, but the coaching never stops. I'm sure there'll be a few messages and a few words, and we'll be back with period number 2 in no time. Colorado's looking to get one back here as they continue to trail early in the second period, despite leading in the shots department. Great defensive hits up play to pick it off. Here they are on the attack. What a read on the goaltender. Grabs it in his own end. The Bruins move the puck in the defensive zone. Here's a feed attack. Picked off in front. The Avs are across the line into the offensive end.
forward. The Bruins scoop it up along the board. Massive entry on the left side. And makes the routine save. Looking to set up offensively. Slides on the kick. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Cook. Slides the puck over. Oh, Cook moved to sidestep the check. Smith works the puck in his own zone. Here's a short pass to Kiki. Edgewood's got the puck and he's going to
That's some high-octane offense here. We call that the 200-foot play in basketball. It goes one way, then all the way down the other end. These teams are trading scoring chances right now.
And they win the draw on the offensive zone. And you do it. Love the defensive stick work there to poke that one away. And now it's grabbed by Shaw. Sneaks by the hook check. The Avs take it along the wall. Hook check. Great reach with the hook check. Skates in behind the can.
James, and typically in the booth, we find a way to talk about him a lot, and we have him tonight. But the good part is this game is still close, and the best players can find a way to bring their best when it matters most.
Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. And they've got the puck after that neutral zone faceoff. Skates to the crease.
A timely save is everything to your team, and this goaltender, he bails his team out.
Slides it over a pace to Gretzky. The Bruins take possession in the defensive end. Some separation. Oh, they telegraphed the pass. Offside the call, we'll get a reset.
Oh, that's absolutely massive in game. These are the type touches that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the ball.
go home, and they weren't planning on rolling over in this one tonight. Look at this, Cheryl.
You know, my parents used to say, keep the pedal to the metal, and this is exactly what they have to do with that urgency. They scored the equalizer, and now they've got the momentum to try and win it all.
The Avalanche have taken over the neutral zone. take possession. Dished on over to Landeskog.
sequence of saves on how strong he is in his set position here, James. You can see that he gets squared with the shooter, and that makes the second save easier.
Into the offensive zone. What a huge save!
Swenson's tracking the puck extremely well right now. Just have a look at that last save. To be able to get in front of that puck, to be able to keep it out of the net, outstanding performance by him on that last one.
The Bruins will start off on the attack after hitting the draw. That's not going to fool him. And now he moves it quickly by Landeskog. The Bruins look to start the transition game. To the low side. Slides it across. One kick to the point. And it's deflected off someone in front. The Avs have it from their own end. Gains the zone through center. Goes full circle with the puck. Solid check to slow it down. And that caroms off a body in the lane. Angles it over to third. Takes the pass. Here they come to the attack. Gets control of the puck here in his own end. Fires it up. Tremendous reflexes with the pad. What a stop by Edmund.
I don't think we talk often enough about the skill of balance on your edges. I mean, he is able to manipulate because he's so strong. He's able to hold on to the puck because you know the defenders are right on him.
And they take possession here inside the offensive zone. The Bruins get a hold of the puck in their own end. He carries the puck up along the wing. Over the miss. Excellent stick work on the play. He grabs the puck and there's the goal. The Islanders have possession now. And he slides it quickly to Gretzky. Colorado's crossed the line and on the attack. Now we'll get a breather here with our second goal.
Rangers made a great save here. Let's have another look at it. I mean, they're in a high danger area, and he is so dialed in at the top of his piece. Very athletic to be able to make this save. In great position. Chance really erupts on that one because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net. Swinging, someone doing that save. I mean, he's dialed in. He recognizes where he has to be at the right time.
The Hurricanes move to the offensive zone.
How many times have we seen this before? The play comes back into your own zone. There's a scoring chance that they're unable to convert on, and you get going the other way, and you're able to execute. It really is a 200-foot game.
The Hurricanes take possession in the defensive end. And that's taken away on the offensive end by O'Reilly. Can't get it to go. Takes it from the other side of the blue line. The Hurricanes have it against the wall. Here they come on the attack. Oh, some smooth skating to lose the defender there. From one end of the blue line to the other. They score! And it's back-to-back talents.
Yeah, they've been chopping out the big. Now they've got their opponent on their field. They need a quick change here and find a way to continue the momentum. Well, James, this goal is twofold. I mean, just a beautiful pass. You got to read the coverage in order to put that up, find the seam, and deliver it. And of course, you got to get to that right spot. And when you get the gift, you got to put it in the net. Nice combination there.
Fires won the draw set. Pokes it away here in the neutral zone. Scooped up along the wall by Charles. Slides it over to Toyo. Made the save on the play.
Whether you're a player or goaltender, so much of the training is about reaction, and you can certainly tell that it is coming handy for him because he makes an incredible save just by instincts alone.
He's knocking on the boards. And it'll take a moment to regroup back at center. And he avoids a low kick with some great edge work. And that's forgotten. Puck grab by Toews. The Hurricanes carried along the wall. Providence is looking to break out of their own end. Moves it to Toews. Oh, wow. Puts it on the wall by Toews. Takes the feed from the left side. Oh, the Hurricanes, here they come. They've got numbers. Oh, he stopped the rocket. Sundin's exploring off with the puck. Here's another stop.
And you know he's a fierce competitor, and he battled to make consecutive saves there, James.
About the puck. The Hurricanes will play it in their own end. Moves it quickly over to Taylor. Sends a pass over. The Hurricanes take possession in the defensive end. They've got some momentum here. Pass it through. Great defensive play. Dallas makes the save. And that'll put a bow on the first 20 minutes of action here tonight. We've got lots more still to come. Second period is just around the corner. Opening face-off here in the second period is about set to go. The second stanza is underway as the puck is dropped. Let's go. Well, Shelly, we got 20 minutes under our belts in this one. How do you sum up the performance?
The Hurricanes coming off a fantastic first 20 minutes, James, and they led in puck possession and managed it extremely well, and it's the reason why they're quite true.
Taves moves the puck. Slides it quickly to Granlund. Makes a move. And they're cooking now.
There's no answer for them right now because of the relentless on the puck. They wanted some momentum after multiple back-to-back possessions. They don't want to see anything to get them and let their opponent get some life back. Well, the big ring plows his way to the net, and he knew it was coming, right? The defender knew it was coming. Just couldn't stop him. I mean, the way he shields, uses his body to maintain and separate the opponent from puck and then finishes it off. And man, do they have a healthy, comfortable lead.
That doesn't go well. Puck scooped up by Bergeron. Leans into the body. Here's the puck. They got to the face outnumbered. To his teammate. Makes a save. Gets a piece of it with the ball.
You know, not to talk about how smart goaltenders have to be in the best in the game, anticipate where that puck is going, and he does it perfectly as he pushes post to post to make the save.
The Hurricanes have been on fire offensively tonight, and they lead for good reason here in the second. And they take possession after the defensive zone faceoff. Avoids the poke check and maintains possession. Moves the puck into the net. Big hit, and that frees up the zone. Picked off. Trying to be 2-2 on the pass. Let's go. Moves it to the middle. Finally comes up with a stop. And he takes the feed. Passes it over. The Hurricanes have a hold of the defensive zone. Working the puck defense down the right.
quick breather. You can grab a hot dog, and we'll be back with second period action in moments.
Tonight, your assessment? The Browns are really leaving their goaltender high and dry right now. Well, he's exuding a ton of confidence, not sitting back in his net, challenges and make the save.
Lost the puck into the offensive zone corner. Stops the right shot. Quick pass to Aguilar. Handles the pass. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. And it doesn't reach the net. From the point, looks to make something happen. Turning that one aside. Goaltender covers that with a stoppage and play. We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. The Stars are currently sitting in the driver's seat, leading 2-0. Puck is dropped. He wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Looking to get it out. They can't escape, but they maintain possession. Here's a short pass to Kiki. The Bruins play it along the wing. Here's that home on the one team with a foul.
Well, we all knew that was coming. How does he have that much time and space? I mean, he is teed up. He is locked and loaded for that delivery, and he makes no mistake, as he usually does.
Teams are ready to go, and we're about moments away from puck drop.
And now it's on the right side. Texas has it in the open ice. Phillips crossed the line and is on the attack now. And he loses back the puck and his balance after that hit. Quick pass to O'Reilly. And he cracks it in his pocket. He's all alone. Picked up by Anderson. Covers it up. We'll get a stoppage in play. The Stars start with the puck in their own end. Kelly Reed comes up with it.
The Browns are in a tight game. They got to start looking good on all of those interceptions where they've been great spots and finding ways to get the puck. Doing a great job defensively, but they got to convert.
Coyle's got the puck here. Boom! Shot! And that won't go as it hits one of his own teammates in front. Takes it into the slot. And he opts to wait for this. That's intercepted. Oh, great move to sidestep the trap. Stopped by the goaltender. Takes the puck into the corner of the offensive end. Good defense and able to poke it away. The Bruins have it now. Tries to the crease. The Stars look to start the transition game. Moves it to Gretzky. Coyle's got it in the defensive zone. Here's a second pass. Oh, keeps it here. Blocked. He may have to stop the goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
Now takes the pass. Moves it in front. Shots, but they can't connect. Moves the tackle over to Dante. Big time save and a big time shot. Officials have got both teams ready, and it looks like play set to resume here. The Bruins win that offensive zone faceoff.
Possession to great scoring chances, James, and they got the look that they wanted. They just missed. Not even opportunity for a rebound. That's a tough one.
Welcome back to EA Sports. The final frame looms here as the officials set the try clock on period number 3. Final frame is underway here. Let's send it over to Cheryl Pounder and get her assessment of what she's seen so far tonight.
The Browns need to change their mindset in the third quarter and kind of flip the switch to You gotta convert.
Loses the coverage there. Takes a shot. The goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net.
You don't make the save if you're not dialed in and focused. That's exactly what he is. He's following the puck and just makes that save. It's incredible, really, because you gotta be athletic to be able to react that quickly.
Texas with possession in their own zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end.
Texas has a fourth line that's showing some offensive prowess tonight, James. Not just in their own zone, neutral zone, but into the offensive zone where they can attack it.
Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. The Stars lead at 2-1 in what has been an entertaining game thus far. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. The Bruins going to work on offense. And we're going to face off after the offside call. Texas has won the draw. They take possession in the neutral zone. The Bruins gain control of the puck. And he can't hang on after that hit. Shuts him down. Jersey's taking it from his own end. Tries to feed it over to Caves. Looking to make something happen along the boards. He's got that one. Moves it on over to O'Reilly. Scooped up along the wall by O'Reilly. He's going to pull on that with a step by Anderson. Got time stop there. Skates across the blue line. Texas around the chance. Blocked all over the focus.
Oh, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender went down to position in time. He's able to take it away.
Jersey's lugging the puck. And that's picked off by Arvidsson. Oh, great little takeaway at center. Texas has the puck. And he moves it up to Lozon. It's a quick pass to McDavid. And it's knocked off the puck there. Slides it to Arvidsson. Here we go. Up and rush here. The Stars gain possession in their own end. Taking by Lozon. Here's the chance in front. McDavid's working it around the corner. The Stars take it from the side.
To his game here, James. Just feeling like he's contributed. Hopefully that will push him as a problem forward to get more points in this series.
The Bruins going to hold the puck in their own end. Bergeron's carrying it away. It's a little nasty with that collision.
And that collision is going to create puck possession. You have to separate body from puck. Coaches love these plays, right? You're not the one that's necessarily going to gain possession, but you're going to create it.
The Bruins gain possession along the wall. Slides it down.